Hi, welcome back to Dimple Fam. Today we'll be going over some tips and all the things we did in Super Nintendo World without a time entry pass.
We bought our tickets online and there were no more express passes that included a timed entry ticket for Super Nintendo World, but we read on Reddit that you don't need one if you get to the park super early. We got to the park around 7:30 and there were a lot of people already lining up. When we got close to the entrance of Nintendo World though, we saw a long line for the power-up bands. Thankfully, we didn't buy it there because there's a souvenir shop inside that sells them as well and no one was lining up in those stores.
We were amazed by all the little details that went into building the park, and it was so fascinating to see a game from your childhood come to life. We really recommend the Power Up Band to fully immerse yourself into the activities scattered throughout the park. However, I personally felt that it was a little pricey because it cost half the price of my ticket. There is a Universal Studio Japan app that you can download before going to the park. You can view the wait time of attraction, map, track your points from your Power Up Band, and compete against other people within the park.
The first ride we went on was Yoshi's Adventure because it was close by and the wait time was only 15 minutes. We don't recommend starting out with this ride though because the interaction points for the power-up band are just for collectible stickers in the USJ app and the ride itself is not that entertaining. However, don't get me wrong, the Yoshi ride is definitely worth it because it has such a nice view of the entire park.
If you bought the Power Up Band, there are two paths that we recommend. The first one is to tackle 3 of the mini games to award you with the golden key. You'll need 3 of them to enter Bowser Jr.'s castle, where you get to play the final mini game.
There are multiple games that award you with the key, but we found the Goomba Crank, Koopa Shell Pow, and the Clock one were straightforward and easy to get a key from.
Some of the games are single player, whereas others you can do as a team to make it easier. For example, the clock one, I sort of cheated because you were supposed to hit the clock when it lights up with one hand, but I don't know how I end up with 2 hands because I think I was just too eager to win and I didn't want to lose like Pat.
The workers are so nice and try to help you win the games, but you can still fail and you'll have to go to the back of the line again to try again, which is a huge waste of time since there's so many people lining up to do these mini games. So it's a good idea to watch how others succeed before it's your turn. If you don't have a power-up band, we recommend you head over to the Mario Kart ride because the line can take up to 2 hours. Thankfully, Bowser's Castle has all these little details and fun references to the Mario Kart games that keeps you entertained while in line. So we never got any footage of the ride itself because it's an interactive VR ride that forces you to go around and shoot Bowser's minions and everything. So it was really fun, but unfortunately we didn't get to capture any of this. After a long lineup, you finally get to put on these VR Mario hats, and then you have to line up again. Was it worth it? Yes, but we also regret not doing it first instead of the Yoshi ride.
After Mario Kart, the exit led us to Mario Motor Store, and so we stayed there to do some shopping and look around at all the cute merch that they had. Pat ended up buying a Universal Studio Japan stitch sweater for himself as a souvenir. Finally, the Mario mascots appeared and we were so excited to see them. However, we saw so many people lining up and we were so tired and hungry we just couldn't be bothered to take pictures with them. So we made a video instead.
We headed over to Kinopio's cafe to eat, and the lineup here was also really long. However, it felt like it moved pretty quickly because people ate and wanted to get out of there. The food in the cafe was really cute, but they were very expensive. Andy actually wanted something on the kids menu, but they wouldn't let her buy it because they said she needed to be under the age of 12, which was kind of a bummer because it definitely looked like a cool item. It was a Mario burger and it came with a little figurine as well, but instead she ended up getting the Bowser hamburger steak, and I got the Super Mushroom Pizza Bowl. I thought the pizza bowl was not too bad, but as I was trying to rip the bun, all these little poppy seeds started spilling out all over onto the table, and people were looking at me funny because I was making a huge mess.
A really nice thing that they do is after they deliver the food to your table, they will offer to take a photo on your phone, and I thought it was such a great little memory to keep. The first sip of the lemon squash sourness caught me by surprise. We both really enjoyed it though, and thought it was a bit small for the price. The star jellies was cute, but it didn't have much taste. Although my meal didn't come with a Mario figurine, I was just happy that the server confirmed that I could keep the tiny plastic Bowser flag, and yes, I asked. As for the food, the portion size was filling for me, and I didn't have any expectation coming here, but it was decent tasting.
Before heading out, we decided to check out some of the souvenir shops around the park, and there were a lot of cool things that you could buy. Unlike other shops in Japan, you have to pay tax on the merch first. Then you have to bring it to this little exchange shop near the entrance of Universal Studios Japan to get your tax money back, and the lineup there is of course massive as well. Because they have to reverse this tax charge, USJ takes a service fee, so instead of 10% off of your merch, it's actually 6.7%. However, it's still nice that you get something back, but just be aware that you're not going to be shopping completely tax-free.
After spending all day at Super Nintendo World, 20k steps later, we still walk more around the other areas of USJ just to snap a few more photos and just to explore a little bit. We went to Harry Potter and Hello Kitty. We really wish that we had more time to explore Harry Potter's section of the park though. It was so magical. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoy our little adventure. Hope that our tips will help with your planning of your next trip there.
Stay tuned for more content, like and subscribe.
Bye!